Well, here we are. Binah time. I had come a long way in Lobotomy Corporation so far, having calmed the tantrums of almost all the Sephira. Usually, when these guys decide to melt down, they turn into something like this, and instate some kind of gimmick for the workday. So while I had already dealt with having my healing disabled, having my work types randomized, taking increased damage from certain types, and other major problems, this Sephira meltdown was different. Before, only one Sephira had actually come to murder my agents directly instead of using a change to my facility. Binah, the Sephira of Extraction, was about to do the same and throw a gimmick in just for kicks. Since past meltdowns had only killed one of my employees at worst, I thought this would go by easily. Boy, was I wrong. Wait, before we start, small disclaimers. This is my first real video project, so I apologize if it's a little rough around the edges. Also, in the live clips I've got sprinkled throughout this thing, my recording software had an issue I had yet to fix, so I ended up sounding like a robot the whole time. Hopefully this doesn't impact the quality too much, and also please rest assured that I am actually human and not secretly the Singularity. I think. Okay, first I should tell you what's going on here. My goal is to kill Binah 3 times. At the start of the workday, Binah will appear as an A-Lift tier threat, and with the start of each one of her 3 phases, she'll inflict groups of meltdowns on my abnormalities. These meltdowns grant her powerful abilities, which she'll lose upon me clearing them. The first 2 groups are called Gold and Dark Fog. Clearing the meltdowns of Gold will also stun her, and clearing the meltdowns of Dark Fog will remove her passive poison aura. Needless to say, if I don't send someone to do work with them and those timers reach 0, she'll keep the poison and remain very unstunned and angry. So, I'll need to attack her while having most of my employees clean up the messes she makes at the start of each phase. Oh, and also, my friends are watching this via Discord call to give me moral support by commenting on how bad at video games I am. Here's how the day started. Okay, she started the meltdowns. I'm gonna need to start charting backwards.
Immediately starts playing.
She's having a breakdown.
Meltdown
It's time for her to pull out the thing of ice cream.
Meltdown.
She's pulling out the tub of ice cream and a spoon, and she's gonna eat the whole
Now. Oh no.
Oh Jesus. The first thing I needed to do was clear all these meltdowns. I sent people to start working on them while taking any spare max-level department leaders I have down to the disciplinary department to intercept Binah. I figured that with the meltdowns being handled and with 5 A-Lift gear guys heading down there, things would be fine. But I forgot that she could attack. What the heck? Wait, people are already dead? Wait! What?
Oh yeah, by the way, Cole, you should check to make sure the game's actually recording.
Wait, people are already dead? Do I seriously already have to reset?
I think so.
I think you already have to retry, bro.
Wait, hold on. Who died?
Miho and Shaboni.
Yeah, I have to.
That was fast.
That was fast.
fastest reset in the West.
Fastest reset in the West. Alright, take 2 didn't happen. Doesn't count. Says it right there.
Doesn't count.
Yeah, Cole, yeah. It was test run.
Test run. It was then that I knew that this wouldn't be so easy to complete. What happened there was one of Binah's facility-wide attacks, likely the spikes that sometimes come out of the ground to hurt random agents. Did I mention that while half the containment units in my facility are in meltdowns, Binah takes a leisurely stroll throughout the place to kill people and cause more ordinary meltdowns? This means I'll need to clear all the problems that she makes, while keeping people from getting hit by her attacks, while actually killing her. Right now, though, I needed to retry the day. I took the time here also to spend the spare upgrade points I had been hoarding since, well, what else was I going to use them for? I invested in upgrading all my weaker employees from level 3 health and sanity to level 4 in both. I also outfitted some of my agents with better armor so they wouldn't randomly get impaled by the floor spikes that Binah makes. After all that, I began take 2. Okay, so we're gonna ignore what just happened not too long ago. Yeah, it doesn't count. It says it right there. Doesn't count. Okay, correction. I started take 2 after I ingested a little copium to help calm my nerves. Same deal as last time. I sent people to work the meltdowns while getting my powerful agents down to where Binah was in hopes of killing her. So far, I was in control of the situation. Okay, alright, a moment of respite. So, from here, we have someone on every single current meltdown. That's step 1.
Oh, that's not true. There's one meltdown that's not being covered. Yours.
A bit too.
I'm not gonna lie.
A bit too on the nose, but okay. Jokes aside, though, things looked fine. But alas, poor past me had thought the floor spikes were the only problem, so I was woefully unprepared for the pillar.
This is an Avengers level threat.
What the hell?
Ironically, though, it is.
What did she just do? Why am I in first trumpet?
4 people just died.
Make that 5. What?
The bodies just escaped.
What was that? Mountain is a skip.
All those people died.
The meaning of life, the universe, and everything sure is cruel, huh?
Doesn't count. Says it right there.
See, Cole. We can only use a test road excuse the first time, right? like the first time we can use that as an excuse, right? The second time is very clear. It's very
Real issue.
Okay. On the bright side, that was the only other deadly attack that Binah had in that phase. So, in this next try, I had to be fully prepared, right? Not quite. I spotted a bit of a problem in my facility that ended up with a quick reset not too long after, that being Meat Lantern. It's an abnormality that will breach if work with it lasts less than 40 seconds, so I hired a new employee with deliberately garbage work speed to prepare for when I'll need to work with it. Some experienced viewers seeing this may notice that with those upgrades I did, I no longer have anyone who can safely work with the other issue in the welfare department, Singing Machine. I buffed everyone's health to tier 4, but work with Singing Machine will kill anyone above tier 3 health. This will of course bite me in the ass later, but that's for you to see down the line. I then started my now 4th attempt.
Foolish samurai warrior, wielding a
ready to kill her. She's ready to kill her.
a magic sword, wielding a foolish samurai
Okay.
warrior, wielding a magic
Why?
sword, wielding an unspeakable evil, wielding
pale,
a
it's pale.
foolish shape-shifting culprit.
It's pale.
Wielding a shape-shifting master of darkness, wielding a foolish samurai warrior, wielding an unspeakable culprit, wielding a magic
Are all the
sword,
meltdowns of fog
wielding a
here?
shape-shifting sword, wielding an evil sword, wielding a sword, wielding a
Yeah, that's pale, all right.
unspeakable evil, wielding a
Mountain just reached, mountain just reached.
foolish samurai warrior.
Alright, everyone who's in position, go. I can't think. Head empty, only foolish samurai warrior.
Wielding a magic sword, stepped forth to oppose.
The
Head
hardest part about the suppression isn't even the suppression. It's just getting
you people! Perhaps, at the end of the day, I truly was the foolish samurai warrior all along. While all this chaos was unfolding, though, the tale of a different hero began to form in the background.
For a
Oh my god, this
time.
clerk is just shooting Binah.
This clerk is so stupid.
hero.
Hero.
God bless him, he's trying.
Alright, how's Binah doing down here? How's Mountain doing down here? Mountain suppression is going very, very excellently.
We can take a look at Binah. Oh my god, how is that clerk alive?
The clerk is just unhinged.
That clerk knows no.
Okay, wait.
Hang on. Where's Binah? I need to do something.
You need to do something? Okay, hold on. Also, the clerk lived. The clerk survived.
Oh my god.
Shout out to that one clerk who survived an execution bullet, and so we literally just made him.
Yeah, we literally turned. There was a clerk who survived the execution bullet, so we turned them into.
Not
So
the
we did-
execution bullet, I think it's their fry shoots.
No,
it was an execution bullet.
It
and
was
we turned-
execution?
We turned them into the head of safety, since they clearly were the most qualified.
He's the most qualified for safety. Clearly.
What a lovely side arc. Always remember, kids, that while most clerks die at the drop of a hat, never underestimate the potential of the ones that are born with plot armor. Anyways, back to our regularly scheduled suppression. I just lost 2 of my ALF, guys. Bruh! She really just did that to me, huh? She really just did.
Is it day reset tier yet?
Yep. It just hit day reset tier. God dang it!
Damn, this sucks.
Wow, I'm getting rolled by Binah. Okay. So, maybe the matter at hand didn't go so well, but this is a learning experience. It's fine. At the time, though, my tank of copium seemed to be nearly empty, so I wanted to get it right this time. And thus began Take 5.
Here, look. I will play the most appropriate song I have on my soundboard for this whole thing, alright? You have my word, it'll be the most appropriate thing for this whole thing.
Oh, I agree.
Did we explain what this is?
It's
No,
funnier without the
context.
context. It's funnier without it.
I agree.
It's a bop, that's what it is.
It is a bop. It is just my bop.
With no context given and resolve renewed, I went through the motions faster than ever before. I had a good feeling. This had to be the one, I thought. This was the run. By now I had realized the singing machine problem that I had mentioned earlier, and I had decided to deal with it as best I could instead of just resetting. Aside from that, though, things were going mostly good.
I'm asking flexible flash.
No, I
No.
do not need this right
No.
now. I do not need this right now, please.
No, you will cease right now.
Anyways, I strafed the spikes, pirouetted around the pillars, and sidestepped the slashes, all while meltdowns were being cleared piece by piece. And eventually... She's at half!
Metroid Dread,
She's at half!
the only one that I kind of feel like playing right now that would.
I agree, Ben. I agree.
Got this.
It's a shame you can't play that because you can't play that music. Yeah, actually, no. Keep that going. Keep that going. Phase 2, baby! Alright, back off. We had reached Phase 2. Only 2 more kills to go. At the start of this phase, Binah regained her full HP and restarted her previous meltdown groups. Only this time, a new group was added to the mix. The meltdowns of waves are aptly named, because they cause dark waves to move throughout your facility and damage anything they touch. I made clearing these a priority due to the threat that the waves pose to my weaker agents. Other than that, I had the same plan as last time, with one strategic addition. As it turns out, clearing the meltdowns of fog causes Binah's defenses to drop, and when coupled with the stun granted by clearing gold, Binah will be left quite vulnerable for a time. I deliberately left one meltdown of gold and fog uncleared until all my attacking agents were in position, then cleared both meltdowns to attack. For some reason, the gold clear didn't stun her, but I pressed on regardless. Then, I cast a sideways glance at the welfare department. What the heck? What is this clerk doing? Singing machine? Singing machine. The guy I had sacrificed earlier to it had given it fuel, which turned most of Welfare Department's clerks into its servants. It also turned Dakota, the agent I hired specifically for Meat Lantern, into a servant as well. This meant that all I could do was have Dakota killed, and hope that the singing machine didn't entrance anyone else. Before I had my agents kill Binah again, though, I began to charge my secret weapon.
Okay, cool. Let me put it like this.
Hang on, I'm charging the clock. The clock
Okay,
shall be
how's-
our salvation.
What's the clock gonna do again?
The clock will handle our final hurdle.
What do you mean it'll handle it?
She's going to initiate something called the Meltdown of Pillars. When she releases it, pretty much half my facility dies.
The clock will fix that.
The clock is our salvation. The clock will
What's
negate.
the clock? What's the clock gonna do?
It stops all
It stops all
Meltdowns.
meltdowns, returns all abnormalities to their positions. Essentially, it's a big middle finger to everything that Binah stands for. My plan for Phase 3 was simply to negate it entirely through the use of the tool abnormality Backwards Clock. Phase 3's special attack and removal of the ability to pause are a combo to be feared, so I wanted to end its meltdowns and quickly kill Binah before she could do any heavy damage. With the clock wound up and the conditions right, I sent my agents to kill Binah for the second time. Well, actually, they handled another issue before that.
So,
Rip Bozo indeed.
I'll be back in a minute. I'm gonna get something to drink. I'm thirsty.
Alright, I'm stopping.
Hydrate.
I'm stopping Binah in her tracks.
Actually, whatever your name is, close friend, hydration break now. This is the law. You better fucking
Yes.
hydrate. No,
Yes,
I
go,
see you.
now.
I see you. You better fucking. Yeah, good. Pause it right here. No, go hydrate.
Got water? Good. For you see, dear viewer, despite everything I had tried to account for, and the hour of work that led up to this moment, all hell was about to break loose. Welcome to Phase 3. Run back out now. She's doing a white attack. She's doing a white attack.
I did as you commanded, and I went ahead and took a hydration break.
She's taking away my ability to pause. This is it. Guys, if you don't go now, come on! Time travel, baby! 24!
Oh, I'm turning the audio way down.
Cooper is dead. I don't even know who Cooper is, and I don't care. I couldn't care less right now. Hail! It's fine. Keep swinging. Keep swinging!
You need to heal.
Hey, look, it's swans.
I don't have bullets. Red Riding Hood Merc is out.
You need to get Mr. Pong out of there.
No. Everyone, run. We're calling the rabbits. Wait, no. Whoever's in welfare, you need to leave.
Beta locked him to his dead.
I know what I need to do.
Are they actually?
Yeah.
Mobile Task Force Unit Epsilon 11, designated King 5, has entered the facility.
The train.
Personnel are advised to proceed.
Run third trumpet. She's immune to everything.
Substantial threat to safety remains within the facility. Exercise caution.
It's over. We had done it. With Binah defeated and nearly half my facility dead, I begrudgingly hit the next day button, left with a hollow victory. Most of my department leaders had been slaughtered, countless days of stat training gone down the drain. The one silver lining was that I had lost the last ego gear I would ever lose. Binah's suppression reward makes all ego gear permanent, preventing its loss on death. A worthy prize indeed, but it was at a heavy cost that we had claimed it. I had little chance of successfully researching any new abnormalities with the remaining staff I had, and getting proper replacements ready was going to be more trouble than it was worth. With a heavy heart, I then resigned myself to resetting my current run entirely. Until, somewhere far in the distance, shone a faint glimmer of hope. Every 5 days in Lobotomy Corporation, a thing called the Memory Repository is imprinted. These imprints are essentially checkpoints, which allow you to rewind back in time to the imprinted day. Your armory remains the same after doing this, meaning you can't go back in time to recover gear that you lost. But nowhere there did that rule state it also applied to people.
By the way, did I mention it also travels in time?
By rewinding to the memory repository, all my agents were alive and well. The only casualties of our victory had been, well, a lot of A-lift tier gear, but to save the main heroes of this tale, it was all worth it. Well, actually, maybe not for long. I was going to reset eventually since I needed to get all that gear back and get information on the missing abnormalities, but now I could take screenshots of all the department heads as references to recreate them in my final run. Since I hadn't done that before the suppression, time travel had honestly saved their lives. Despite facing lofty odds, my own stupidity, and my friends' soundboards, I had defeated the worst core suppression in all of Lobotomy Corporation. Thanks to my friends for doing a little bit of trolling throughout, and thank you, viewer, for tolerating the abysmal quality of this footage and audio. Have a good one.